Hello and welcome to Rose Play Season 8, Episode 20, the season finale and review show of LEGO Marvel Superheroes. Now, I know I couldn't fit all of it in the previous section you saw when you clicked on the video, but it only lets you do so much, and I thought 2 screens would be a little too much. But, being that it's the season finale and review show, and I had all the people playing with me today, I decided to also bring in and join Sol WildFire. And of course, as always, I'm your host, Ori Moonrose. So, I just think it's time for us to go ahead and build our character, make our own personal superhero, and get started on the review with the history, the plot, and the story of LEGO Marvel, and find out just exactly how close it was trying to be to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, first off, it's a LEGO-based theme game, which, well, obviously, it's not only got the name LEGO in there, but, it's the LEGO figures.
Yeah.
And there's many others out there for the LEGO games. It's not just this. We won't go into how many there are. You probably already know. Or at least you've heard. So, it's considered an action-adventure with puzzle-solving scenarios. Well, if it's anything like the Thor and Loki area, it was more like a puzzle teaser that was like, haha, you're stupid, right under your nose. It was developed by Traveler's Tales, which I thought it was Telltale Games for a while. My bad. Alright, it was published by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment and Feral Interactive. Feral. So the plot is basically the Galactus begins to head towards Earth to eat it, and Silver Surfer either helps him to secure the Earth to be eaten or warns the Earth of the impending being that's coming on their way. Well, how do you miss something that huge anyway?
Yeah.
Galactus is like the size of 2 planets, maybe more. When he reaches Earth, Dr. Doom knocks the Surfer off the board, and the board breaks into cosmic bricks. Not cosmic pieces, no, because LEGO theme. Now the Avengers and supervillains alike are racing to gather them, each for their own agenda, in a battle cosmic. So, roughly, this does follow sort of after the events of the Avengers, the first movie. At least that's what I've been able to piece together when we played it.
Yeah.
But the major difference here is that Coulson's still alive, and he was killed originally, so that's really weird. But that's pretty much the plot and the history. I mean, there wasn't too much to say other than, other LEGO games, and there is another LEGO Marvel out. I think it's like LEGO Marvel Avengers Assemble or something.
Yeah.
It's fairly new. I think it's cheaper now, but fairly new. And we're going to play that at some point at the show, but let's just go ahead and move straight into presentation and music. Yeah? So, we'll go first to the presentation part. Well, first off, it's kind of kiddish graphics or animated graphics, something around there. The multiplayer aspect isn't that bad. It's better than doing a split screen.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, it does split screen if you start going too far away from one another, but...
Yeah, I did not like that.
No, that was horrible sometimes. There is a lot of Marvel characters, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in character, actors, whatnot, but I mean, there's more than what the Marvel Cinematic Universe has gone through so far. Way more. Definitely want to check out that if, like our final episode where we pick our favorite characters, kind of shows the broad aspect of how many there are. So, since Sol over here doesn't play those many types of games usually, but really, like she said, enjoyed this one. Could also be because, co-op. What was your thoughts on the game? Graphics, the gameplay mechanics, the animation?
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it is LEGO, so you can't, really put the detailed parts in there.
Right. And I mean, if you make it too realistic, then it's not LEGO anymore. It's The Evil Within or Thief or some game where they look like us.
Yeah. So, yeah, altogether, I think it was really good.
Yeah, I think the game, I think you mentioned it too, Now, granted, the Lego movie, which we haven't played just quite yet on the show, has way more teamwork going on, but that was another thing that you liked was the fact that there was teamwork involved. To be fair, I agree with that. Anything that involves teamwork is great.
Yeah.
And especially since this is kind of geared towards children, showing teamwork is good for them growing up and getting used to working with one another. So, yeah. So the music. Well, I think we both know where this is going. Not just you. I think the whole audience knows. I remember hardly nothing from music. I mean, I think the tracks tried to take some musical cues from the Marvel Universe, or tried to be superhero-y, but honestly, all I cared about was the story and them making fun of themselves and others. Oh, which, I guess, back to presentation quickly on that. The presentation of them taking the Marvel characters and making them more comedic was a nice touch, too, something different. Especially since I know you yourself dislikes Iron Man. Having Iron Man be an idiot must have been enjoyable for you.
Oh, yeah.
But the one thing in the music that I do remember is while the credits were playing was that superhero marching band, whatever. I don't remember what it was. I know it's from like 1960, 70 though. You can tell.
Yeah.
But it was really nice, and I mean, it's nice that they threw in an old throwback like that, but even though it is really old, I did kind of like it. You could kind of march along to it, which makes me really think back in the day of the 60s and 70s what people thought about that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really it. There's not too much to talk about with the gameplay mechanics. I mean, it's like any of the other Lego games.
Yeah.
But teamwork inspired and building stuff. I mean, the fact that they incorporated Lego mechanics in there, like, oh, well, the Lego characters have to build this to do this and build this weapon to attack somebody with. It was nice.
Yeah.
But pretty much you're getting what you expect when you buy Lego Marvel or any Lego game. You're getting it to enjoy it, not really to criticize it. So, I mean, the only times that I got really mad, again, and we're probably going to bring this up to the end of the earth, is the Thor Loki section. I mean, I did not notice that the pillar moved down just a little bit. But beyond that, I mean, most of it was still easy puzzle solving, just a little trying to figure it out right from the start, but simple enough. So, music was okay, though. Even if I don't remember the music, I wasn't sitting there trying to cover my ears and dislike it, so the music was at least enjoyable.
Yeah.
So, I mean, definitely a good game for the kids. Kids will have fun, parents will have fun. So, let's go ahead and go into the characters and the actors next. And oh, dear me, dear my, there is a lot to go over here, so... So, this comes to an interesting field again. Now, normally character actors, I name off the main cast and who they were voiced by if we've known them in anything else. Unfortunately, when they're, I swear, like 100 characters, almost all of them with voices, it's hard to be like, so-and-so was played by so-and-so. We'd be on this, like, for 3 hours. So, I decided to crack it down, take the list, find out what actors were really famous, if any, then find the ones that are semi-famous and the ones who played the most characters, because some of the actors played a lot of characters.
Yeah.
So that's what I decided to do with the character and actors. So first and foremost, there was Agent Coulson, which was reprised by Clark Gregg, which, you know, he's Agent Coulson in the movies. I mean, can't really go too much further than that. Yeah. Personally, myself, I like Coulson. I think Coulson is a great sub-character, I guess, but I just like Coulson in general, even in the Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, which I don't think you've seen, right?
No.
No. He's great. I think he's probably the best actor there. And in the Avengers movie, which, did you see that one?
Which one?
The first Avengers?
I might have, but I don't remember.
Okay, yeah, but I thought he was great in that one, up until they killed him. Quotations around killed him. So, then, we had Danielle Nicolette. I hope that name's right. I'm sorry if I butcher any of your names. She played Gamora, Maria Hill, Miss Marvel, and Storm. Now, I'm going to assume that you never saw the X-Men TV show back from the 90s, the animated?
Nope.
Didn't think so. Well, irony that she plays Storm in it because she also played Storm in the animated show. And honestly, at least Storm, great actress for the voice. I always liked the animated one, and that's really all. I mean, I can't really say much about these characters because they play way too many. But Gamora's okay. I always liked Maria Hill. Miss Marvel, whatever. Storm, sure. All right. Then we had D. Bradley Baker, or DBB. He played Dr. Octopus, Mr. Freeze, and Sandman. Really, I remember Mr. Fantastic was in there a lot, but honestly, I didn't give two shakes about any of those characters.
Yeah.
But he also plays Ra's al Ghul, and this one you do know, in the Batman Arkham series. Yeah, try telling me you don't know him. Then there was James Arnold Taylor, who was Spider-Man, nudge, nudge, Professor Xavier, the Silver Surfer, the Winter Soldier. He was a pretty good Spider-Man in the Marvel one. I liked his rambunctious acts. Well, this you will know, since we did go see the movie, he is Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank.
That's cool.
It is. The fact that they were able to get him to come over and voice the characters for the Lego movies. Otherwise, the rest of them, again, I really didn't care about too much. I mean, Silver Surfer, I swear, didn't really even have a role. Winter Soldier, I didn't even know had any lines in this game.
Yeah.
All right, then we have John DiMaggio, which hopefully you know who he is once I tell you what he's from. But he was way too many characters. That's literally what I have written down here. He's way too many characters. But the few that I did name off, he was Galactus, he was the Kingpin, he was Thanos. Which, again, I didn't know Thanos had any lines. Kingpin had that one little mini-game section we played. And Galactus, well, really only talked at the very end, I think, other than, I'm tasty. But anyway, the first one you may not know from as much, but he was Marcus Phoenix, the main character, even though it says Felix, stupid phone correction thing, from the Gears of War series. Didn't you tell me that you played Gears of War, though?
I did once, but I've never really, been a huge fan.
So do you at least remember the main character at all? Sort of. Yeah, so he played him, but the one that you're going to remember him from is, I hope you've watched the series, at least once somewhere. He plays Bender from Futurama.
I have heard that.
Okay, you at least heard. Okay, good. And Bender, well, I think that's probably one of the fan favorites, any character at all. Alright, so that was really it. That was the main cast that I put down because, well, to be fair, John DiMaggio pretty much played 60% of the cast. I'm not even kidding. And the rest of the actors really didn't have too many big billings underneath them, but I wanted to have some actors' faces you could put to the game.
Yeah. So
I chose these ones. So, with that out of the way, we're going to go into the reception of Lego Marvel. So, for the most part, it got generally positive reviews, which, honestly, if you gave it a negative review, you're kind of a dick. I mean, I'm not saying that a Lego game can't be worse off than another one, but at least a Lego game should be a 5, at the least, because you're a dick. I mean, it's made for children. They don't always care.
Yeah.
So, hence, general positive reviews. Okay, reviewers cited that it was humorless. It had yes, thank you.
Humorous.
It was a variety of missions, which it really is. I mean, it's not as much as the Lego movie, which we'll see when we play that.
Yeah.
But there's still a variety to different things to do, different tasks. Tons of characters.
Yeah.
And not just ton of characters, but Marvel characters. Yeah. What person doesn't want to play as certain Marvel characters. I mean, especially your favorite ones.
Yeah.
I mean, mine being Moon Knight, of course, and yours was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you have other superheroes that you liked in there. So, I mean, and I have others that I like to play as. I mean, everybody likes Wolverine, but... So, it's fun to play as Wolverine for me. Deadpool. I gotta say Deadpool. I guess he's kind of on the list of good characters, considering. Alright, and open-world gameplay. Yeah, the way they did the mission setup where you had to go to the different places kind of made it feel like a Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Which I'm still going to say, Lego Grand Theft Auto needs to be a thing.
Yeah, it does.
That would be so cute to see them, like, take 5 and make it kid-friendly.
Oh my gosh, Trevor, though, is a freaking...
Especially that one mission where we're really off topic now, aren't we? We're like on another game, but like Trevor in that one scene where he gets hallucinative and he's taking down aliens and what.
Yeah.
Like, maybe you should throw the Lego Marvel heroes in there. But yeah, make it kid-friendly. That would be amazing. Okay, best thing to happen to Marvel games since 2006, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, which I don't think you probably ever played Marvel. Oh, you have played Ultimate? Have you played 1 and 2, or just 1?
I think I played 2.
One is actually technically more fun, in my opinion. 2 is fun too, but they took the one element out of 2 that I loved in 1.
Huh.
Well, okay, 2 elements. 1 was Moon Knight. They got rid of my Moon Knight. And also, it felt more like an action RPG than the second one did.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you can buy Marvel Ultimate Alliance on the Xbox and PlayStation Store now.
Yeah.
I want to get those and have us play it. That'd be yeah. Nice. But it's the best thing since that, they said, and it really is. I mean, Lego Marvel is neat.
Yeah.
It's a nice break from complex sport titles and intense shooters that overrun the consoles. And it is. I mean, when you got shooters and actions and getting caught and all that, I mean, it's a nice break from the complex stuff. Just sit there, have fun by yourself, with a friend, with your kids.
Yeah.
There were some problems with the frame rates, which honestly I didn't really see any problems with frame rates. And repetitive nature of the missions.
Oh. I
mean, yeah, there was a lot of repetitiveness. I mean, it wasn't repetitive, but it was in there nonetheless. My most hated ones, which I don't think you had to play, when I did it through my first playthrough, was the driving missions. You had to get from point A to point B so fast.
I didn't do that.
Some of those were freaking insane. And also certain characters' repetitive nature are repeating lines frequently.
Oh.
This one is true. I'm sorry, when you got Iron Man sitting there saying that, let's go have a party 5 times in 20 minutes, you're just like,
yeah.
I'm going to have a party, and my chalice is going to have your blood in it from your slit throat.
Jeez.
Just shut up, Iron Man. Shut up. All right. And really, that was the most, no, I forgot what we were even on. Reception. That was pretty much what the reception of it got. For the most part, I agree. The game should have got positive reviews. It enjoyed what it did, and there is a ton of characters. I think that's the best part of the Marvel Lego game, is that there's a ton of Marvel characters for everybody.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump into final thoughts and then the rating. So, final thoughts. Alright, so what I have down for my final thoughts, as I can't ever remember them, is Lego games, even though childish, is and can be for all ages, and also provides a relaxing and So, now comes the part of the show where we rate what we both think of the game. But before we get there, as always, I will give you 3 ratings from 3 different gaming sites or gaming publications or just reviewers in general, but won't tell you what they are. So,